Now that we have our form error handling, we need to create the action that sends us a successfully completed form. When we go back to our if statement, you can see that I have a note here that we are going to set up and use the mail function. This is a built-in PHP function that will send mail to someone you specify with the content that you specify. So the first thing we would have to do is create the content that is going to be mailed to us. This is easy because it is the results of the form, but we want to put that into a variable that we can reference in the mail function. So what we did was start with the variable body. We proceed to fill that out. A note for mailing things: when you're creating the body, you need to use the new line character to denote a line break. If you don't use line breaks, your mail program will decide where to break the page, usually around 80 characters, and that can be very messy. So if you want to control the line breaks, you enter those in with a backslash followed by an N. The backslash, remember, is also an escape character. So that's escaping an N, which is the character of a new line. So once you have your body built, as I have here, we can get started with the mail function. The first argument that the mail function takes is the recipient email. So we're going to set that recipient email to mike@realworldphpprogramming-thebasics.com. The second argument is the subject line of the email. So for that, I'm going to enter new quote request, so I know what it is when I look at it in my email. The third argument is the message body, which we have created up here. So all we enter in is the variable body. The next argument is an optional one, and that is any additional headers for the email that you want to send. In this case, we don't have any additional headers that I want to set, such as the reply to or the from. But if you did have other mail headers to send, that's where you would specify them. So we'll just close our mail function here, and that's it. Give the customer a little thank you to say that we acknowledge that we have their quote request. So let's test this, shall we? And we're just going to finish filling this out. And now, when I submit that, so I've got all the required fields filled out, it should email that to me and give the customer a thank you. Oh, we've got an error on the page on line 16. So let's go back and check that. Of course, the all-important semicolon. Missed a few of those. But you can see because it got here, it was past the error checking. So let's go back, resubmit, and there we go. Thank you for your request. We'll get back to you as soon as possible with a quote. So I'm just going to pop up my email, and there we go. There is our email message. You can see all the values that we had filled out here. So there we are, easy as that. Now we have a functional website built in PHP, and this will be in the code section for this training title. The site will be easy to manage, upgrade, and change as time goes on. Having a separate header and footer makes aesthetics changes easy. We can always modify our form and our portfolios easily if we have to.